Hello, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is my spoiler review for Star Trek Season 3, Episode 3. I've been enjoying these, not watching them, but doing the reviews. They're good fun, and I've been liking taking the notes. It's not something I normally do. I don't normally do that, but so much crap happens that you do have to take notes. Like, seriously ridiculous. So this will be spoiler review. We opened with going back in time. Like, I didn't really understand why. But, like, a lot back. Like, the thing is, we started back in time. Then episode 2, we went forward, right? So then episode 3, why we started back in time didn't seem to make any sense. But then as the episode progressed, it was told as if, you know, Michael Burnham was recording something for the crew of the Discovery, right? And I've written here, was it a recording? Or was she imagining it? Because it's told, as it literally is saying, I'm sending this to you, as if it's a recording. But then it gets interrupted. It gets interrupted by them turning up on the scanners or something like that. And I'm like, well, is it a recording or is it not? You've set it up like it's a recording, but apparently a real life recording gets interrupted. So was she imagining it? Was this there as if she was imagining sending it? As if like, oh yeah, I'm going to send this. What would I say? Oh, I would say this. See what I mean? Like, what? Doesn't make any sense at all. Anyway, funny observation. I found that to be very, very humorous. And the burn is absolutely the MacGuffin. They spend a long time banging on about how the burn is, we don't know why it happened or how it happened. This is the brand new MacGuffin. Every series of anything always has a MacGuffin, generally speaking. And it's just crap writing. It's like, oh, we don't know how or why it happened. Oh, and it's like, right, okay, well, alright then. Is that how you're just going to do it then? Is it? Right, okay, no worries then. No worries. Mystery box. So yeah, the burn is absolutely the MacGuffin. The burn MacGuffin. And I hate that. I hate MacGuffins. They're very lazy. They're terrible. And they just keep doing exposition on it. It's exposition city. This happened and oh, we're different and blah, blah, blah and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, shut up. Stop it. And all of this stuff was like in the first 5 minutes. Because I remember I messaged Andre from Midnight's Edge. I sent him a WhatsApp and I was like, mate, the first 5 minutes of this is atrocious. That's only 5 minutes in. Awful. Anyway, it then goes, right? When it then goes to actual present day of Michael Burnham on the ship talking to people, or they spend the whole episode trying to tell you that Michael Burnham is different and that she's a very changed person. So it implies to me, bear in mind I've not seen season 1 or 2, that they are purposely trying, and I don't know because I don't know the characterization, but they've made a point of saying she's different, she's changed. I've actually put quotations here. You do seem lighter somehow. And then the Asian officer, Philippa I think her name is, says to Book when he beams aboard, in another life, I would have known what she would have done. I would have said this. But in this one, I'm not so sure. Because they're painting her as like a brand new changed messiah. Did everyone hate that character that much? That they have to change her? Please tell me. Please tell me. People that have watched season 1 and season 2. Is she that different? Because they're making a point of highlighting it. And then they literally replace her as captain or as commanding officer. And Saru's in charge. That's just hilarious. I just found it absolutely hilarious. And then again, she comes on board. She's in the bridge scene. Like, she's on the bridge. She's telling everyone about stuff. And it's just forced exposition. Which, exposition sometimes... Exposition can be used to great advantage of a series. Like, it absolutely can, and it can work, and it can be really, really good. Not when we've already heard it countless times. And when the people on the bridge have already heard it. Bearing in mind, they'd just been on Parasitic Ice Planet, right? Hearing all this stuff from the other people. The aliens that lived on the planet. They know this. They've heard about it. They know all about this. They've been told about the burn. They've been told about dilithium. Why do we need the constant exposition? How much do we need? Do they really think that the audience is that stupid that they have to constantly keep getting it banged over their head? Anyway, once that happens and that finally settles down, the crew of the Discovery bugger off to Earth, right? And you think to yourself, oh right, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? That'd be cool. Nice, interesting stuff. No, Earth is being painted as like anti... It's basically isolationist. So you know how Picard was like, oh, the Federation's become isolationist? Oh, that's what's happened here. They're not part of a Federation anymore. They don't deal with planets. They're self-sufficient. They don't care about anyone or anything. There you go. Welcome to the future. The utopian future that Roddenberry wanted. Unbelievable. So anyway, they stop there, right? But how they get there, I've never seen this. But apparently there's a spore drive. And it spins. The whole ship spins. And they even make a point of saying it. Because Booker goes, oh, you didn't tell me about the spin, right? How did they die? How didn't they die like they were in a blender? Because in the previous episode, Parasitic Ice Planet episode, they were seen when the ship was manoeuvring from side to side going, way, way, way. So when they do this spin, how haven't they all died? How haven't they all gone to mush in a blender? Is anyone going to tell me? Is anyone going to tell me? Now, it would be different if they'd not shown it in the last episode, right? If in the last episode they'd not done that whole nonsense of going side to side as if they don't have artificial gravity. But clearly they do. Because they're not all dead. If that happened, right? Ship spins. It's not like a bucket with water. You know, you spin in a bucket with water. It's not like that. Anyone done that old trick? It's not like that. These people would be dead. Smashed into oblivion. Their atoms would be combined. Awful. You wouldn't know whether it was Saru or Michael Burnham. Mickey Burnham! Like, unbelievable. Anyway. And then as they go to Earth, and they're Michael Burnham and Saru are walking down the shit. I think it was Michael Burnham. Whatever. Mickey Burnham and whoever was walking down the corridors. The sound mixing is atrocious. I can hear their uniform rubbing with one another. But I can barely hear their dialogue. What are you doing? What are you doing? If I can hear their outfits, their clothing more than them, you've got a problem. And all the fans of Star Trek Discovery, please tell me why you think this is acceptable. I want good sound mixing from my series. And consistencies. And then anyway, they go to Earth. Earth is all protectionist and say, nope, we're isolation. We don't want you on your bike, son. And then they go, well, we don't want to go. We're not going anywhere. And some raiders come because they want the dilithium. Naturally. Dilithium. That's the new, again, MacGuffin of the series. Dilithium. And then Saru orders an officer. This is a Starfleet officer. Orders a Starfleet officer to maneuver the ship to take a shot from Earth's defences because Michael Burnham disobeys everyone again, so clearly she's not that different, and takes the dilithium out to the raiders, right? It's a whole thing. It's drama. And the Starfleet officer disobeys. They're super disobedient. I don't remember any of them being super disobedient. What is going on? Anyway, through amazing Mickey Burnham powers, she gets the leader, Wen or Yen, of the raiders, beams him aboard, takes his helmet off, because she clearly knew that he was human, but no one else did. Worked that one out. And they all have a good old conversation. And then we close with the officers of the bridge being on the planet, in front of a tree as if it was some Christian rock album cover. Terrible episode. Terrible episode. Also, some young teenager has just demanded to stay aboard, who is apparently a Starfleet admiral, but isn't anymore because it has memories from a Trill symbiote, but isn't actually that individual. I think this is the transgender person of the series, but isn't actually transgender because it's just a part of Trill symbiote attached to a girl. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. We'll have to see how that pans out. It was garbage. Thanks so much. Let me know your thoughts. Take care.